All right, we're at the end of 2015 right now. My name is Brad Ward with Ward's Auctions, and the last sale that we have for the year, the one we're going to talk about today, is of course in conjunction with Bud Haynes Auctions out of Red Deer and Jim and Linda Bagley from Team Haynes. So this is a joint venture for a firearm sale. It is on December 12th. We'll start the sale at 10 o'clock in the morning. The doors will open at 9. And then the viewing, of course, is on Friday the 11th. Again, this is 2015. On Friday the 11th, from 3 o'clock until 8 o'clock. I recommend coming down unless you're out of town or whatever. If you can get here at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock on the Friday, because there's so much to look through. Not just the firearms themselves, but a great selection of leather gear, military badges, military leather, and as pointed out to me reminded earlier, a lot of it is still so soft. Like, it's not a whole bunch of concrete leather from the mid 20th century that has been ignored. A lot of it is really quite still soft, so that's nice. This first row that we're going to see, this is in the main sales room. Those of you that are used to us, the entry doors over there, a whole bunch of miscellaneous. And I know we're going to catch a little bit of flack from some of you guys because it's not all firearms related. Sometimes it's just the nature of the beast and whatever. But there is lots of loading gear, lots of dies and so on. There's a whole bunch of BB gun, pellet gun stuff in the sale, and much more modern, including the guns themselves and accessories to go along with it. And almost all of it is brand new, if not all of it. So lots of stuff here, cases as usual, leather works in here. And you can see that they're in big meaty lots that we like to make up. Here's a lot of some of the air guns. They're brand new, and you're getting 3 at a time, sort of a thing. Apparently they're dominoes as well. You're getting 3 at a time, and then there's some other stuff that's even retails a little bit higher. A little bit of furniture in the sale, again, just the nature of the beast. Brand new optics. Like these optics up here are new. These are brand new. You can tell that they've never been installed on anything. And then there's some that are used. And then, quite honestly, there are some that we have taken off firearms. Rifles that came in for the sale, hunting rifles came in for the sale. And it's got a really good optic. If it's got a $300 optic on it, we leave it. But if it's got something that's a bit meaty, we take it off because you may not want that particular optic on this particular rifle. And so why not give you the opportunity to shop around. Really special edition commemorative up here, lot 40 Echo. 40 Echo on the Saskatchewan piece there. Make sure you have a look at that one. We're not going to talk about everything in the sale, obviously. Really good selection of saddles. I would have liked to have seen them at the place they came from. I imagine they were on a really neat display. So, and you can see how they got it all set up on these stands and whatnot. This is only a few of them. Here's 5 here. There's more in the sale as well. Helmets, goggles, flying caps, belt buckles. These ones are more your modern collectible piece, but there's also some genuine militaria and police pieces. Again, badges, stars, German optic in there. Wonderful stuff in here. Good, proper vintage collectibles. There's several safes in the sale. This one's brand new in the box, never been opened. A couple that are over there. This one here. In this corner, you're going to find more leather works, lots of badges, belts, cap badges, leather gear, spurs. The list goes on and on. It's just a great selection. More leather works over here. Again, this leather is soft. Late edition was a couple of pontoon boats here for fishing. I think that safe was a late edition as well. So that table there had some more badges on it. Again, just give you an overview. Lot number 451 Alpha is a distinguished flying cross in here, and a lot of verbiage to go along with it. So pay special attention to that lot number. It's well described on your catalog. As you know, Jim and Linda from the Haynes team, they do a great job of listing everything that's in the sale to give you a really good idea of what's going on. There's some quality fishing gear over here. Fishing's not my thing, so I don't know a lot about that, but it's all there. More optics. Some of these came off rifles, but you can tell at a glance that there is some pretty serious hardware in there. And some of the, like I say, I don't want to say lesser ones, but some of the more generically priced ones we just leave on the rifles when they come in. Over on this side, where's your pickup area, and the concession will be over there, there's ammo. And they're in good, beefy, lots of ammo. Like, you're not buying one box. you're buying that whole thing as one lot. So really good selection there. This here drags behind, it sort of fits into what looks like a boat, but it drags behind your snowmobile, and you can go on the hard water and go fishing. That's pretty neat. And I think it comes as a little package with a little hand auger and whatnot, even though there is a really nice powered auger out in the other room that I didn't show you. Here's some more, uniforms and so on, all nicely displayed. Like, they're really neat display. I would have liked to have seen them in the home. More leather works, caps, etc. More saddles. There's buffalo coats. There's a teepee. We sort of half set it up in here, but didn't do it completely. You'll see behind me, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, it takes forever. There's a whole bunch of the air guns over here, and just a plethora of long guns in the sale. Vintage pieces, shotguns, collector pieces, brand new in box, hunting rifles, plinking rifles, the list goes on. And again, some of them they still have the scopes on. Some of them have some dies that go with them by the looks of it. Just goes on and on and on. So it's a really fun looking sale. It's got a little bit of everything in it, and that is, again, take a look at the website, wardsauctions.com or budhainesauctions.com. It'll bring you to the listing. You're probably already on that if you're seeing this video. It'll bring you to the listing, the photographs, this video. Well, obviously you're already watching it. You can download the PDF and print it for the catalog, or you can buy one here, $15 to buy one here. Nicely printed up for you. December 12th, 2015. Doors open at 9, sales starts at 10 o'clock. And then, and the viewing, of course, on the 11th from 3 o'clock till 8 o'clock. We'll give you lots of information regarding pickup and so on. I don't imagine Miramichi is going to open that day because we don't have that many restricted and prohibited pieces, so probably nothing will go home as far as that goes. You guys are used to all of that, so. You can give us, our address, 1180-245th Street, Edmonton, Alberta. Our phone number is 780-451-4549. And of course, we offer online bidding. At this time, right now, a couple of days before viewing even, we are already at about 70 people registered for the online bidding portion. So it's going to be a fun sale. I think it's going to be a fun sale. Knock on wood, all the technology will work, and it's not always as smooth as we would like it to be. So we'll see you at the sale. And again, my name is Brad. There'll be Jim and Linda up here from the Haines team, along with hopefully Bud and Dot, and we'll maybe even get Bud up selling a little bit. So thanks for watching. I'm going to wrap it up with that as far as the sale goes. And then for now, from here I'd like to talk about something that is related to the firearms community, closely related to the firearms community, but it's more global than that, and it has specifically to do with the Spruce Grove Gun Club. This is a 3-page letter. There'll be a link at the bottom of this. There's already a link on our blog on our website. There'll be a link at the bottom of this video to download this verbiage, and there's also, I think, another link to something else that has to do with it, but I forget now. But the bottom line is the Spruce Grove Gun Range that I've been going to for as long as I've been shooting, has been closed. The Parkland County has refused to renew their development permit. Even though we have, I would say they have, I'm only there, I'm a member, but I'm not as involved as I should be, till now. Municipal regulations regarding noise and times of operation and security and whatever, all been met. Federal regulations regarding the range approval from the CFO been met. Swipe cards to get in and out, berms at the proper heights and widths and dimensions and all the rest of it. The list goes on and on. It mostly described in, well, those details are not described. The bottom line is we've done everything. Every time they ask us, yes, we keep doing. The neighboring communities are getting closer and closer. The range was there first, and I maintain that it's not just some guy shooting in the back field. This is a range that was approved and meets all the criteria set up by all the governing bodies. And yet they have come back and said, no, we don't like the noise and whatever, and they make enough stink that the council just decided to side on their side. Obviously we don't want to start name calling whatever, because we don't know all who's involved. This letter is a call for support. They need money because they expect the legal battle to cost $500,000. $500,000 is a lot of money. So If it's going to be $20 donations, they're going to need a lot of them. But they'll take them. They'll take whatever donation they can get. I emailed them, and there's an email address in that letter that you can download. I emailed them last week $1,000 from myself, from Brad Ward. Here's $1,000. It's a lot of money to me. You know, I don't have deep pockets, but it's worth it. And we need more support, and it's not just from the firearms community. You can tell everybody, because this is a property land use issue. If all of a sudden, you know, the rural guys that are watching this, you know, you got an acreage or a farm, a hobby farm, and now all of a sudden too many people to say, oh, well, we don't like the smell of your cows, we don't think you should be allowed to have cows, and then somebody says, yeah, we don't think you should, you know, and then they agree to that. You know, where does this end? I know on the face of it, it's a firearms issue, but it's much bigger than that. And for the urbanites, you know, they might all of a sudden say, oh, you're not allowed to have Christmas lights on your house, or whatever. We're losing so many of our, you know, just basic rights as far as I'm concerned. In Canada, I think especially, I guess I associate it to Canada because that's where I live, but I'm sure it's happening elsewhere. But we have to worry about what's happening on our turf. And with our latest governing bodies, they just seem to be yanking more and more rights away from us like crazy. So by all means, feel free to email them, mail them checks, send them money. You know, again, $500,000 is a lot of money, but if everybody bands together, it's not the end of the world. So, so when I was emailing them that money last week, it occurred to me that, you know, we have sort of the venue, we have the right people that are interested in saving the range and so on. We're losing more and more of these ranges. So I came up with an idea, and they've okayed it, the Spruce Grove Gun Range, which is good. We sort of pushed it through. So what we're going to do for the next sale, the next firearms sale, which will be probably February, March of 2016. Starting now, we're already taking consignments. You can bring in a firearm. We will reduce the commission. We still have to charge commission. We still got lights to pay for. But we'll reduce the commission to 20% as long as you donate a minimum of the net proceeds of that firearm to the Spruce Grove Gun Range. So everybody's got, you know, a couple of extra pieces of hardware they can put in. So you get a reduced commission. You know, we get to still cover our expenses. We'll do the admin, so we will deduct that half, the other half from your check, and give you the check for the balance, and you'll go off and have a nice dinner and feel good about yourself. And then we will submit the funds to the Spruce Grove Gun Range, the organizers. It'll say who donated, how much was their donation, etc., etc. So I'm hoping, obviously, that we'll get some involvement from that. But just as a caveat, even though the official thing is firearms, if you brought in, and we're going to reduce the commission on that, if you brought in a nice piece of taxidermy or you know, something nice that's going to sell for a few bucks, and you said, I want to donate half this as well, I would do it. Obviously I would do it, but not at a reduced commission. It'd be the same commission, but the firearms, we're going to reduce the commission. So to get the ball rolling, I'm going to donate two myself. This one is a brand new in box, never been fired other than, of course, the factory firing at the factory. 1895 and 4570 Marlin, brand new, beautiful, octagonal barrel on it. I've never shot it. I certainly was intending to shoot it. And also this one here does have light use on it on the Cimarron, or the Uberti, and this is in 38. And this is a Navy, copy of a Navy. Really neat, fun firearm. Is it because I don't want these firearms and I can't wait to get rid of them? No, it's not. I love these firearms, and I don't want to get rid of them. I want to go out and enjoy them. But without the range, where are you going to go enjoy these pieces? Especially restricted pieces. You can't legally take it out to your yard and go plinking. The rifle you can, but the bottom line is, selling these, sacrificing these pieces for the fundraiser is much more important to me than the piece itself. I have other firearms and I can get other firearms. It's going to be a heck of a lot more difficult for me to get another range. The Spruce Grove Range is a terrific place. I shoot IPSC and 3-gun there and Steel Challenge. They have a great sporting clay place set up out there. The rifle it's got great distance and so on. And highly regulated because you have to have a range officer there. And again, that was one of the rules that they implemented and we complied with. So no, I don't want to get rid of these, but I'm more than willing to do it for the cause. I still have to pay 20% commission, and I'm going to donate 100% of the proceeds after that. So on both of these pieces, other than the 20% that has to go into Ward's auctions, Bud Haynes auctions for running a business, 100% of the proceeds of these two on the March or February sale is going to go to the Spruce Grove Gun Range. So hopefully they'll bring a couple of bucks. I encourage, implore, beg you to bring some product in for us to sell. Again, rifles you'll get a discount. Other stuff, I don't want, not to be a nag, but bring in a bunch of junk, which some people do, that's just going to be problematic. But bringing in some decent pieces, and it doesn't have to be a firearm, even though the letter is going to be sort of firearm related. So I know I'm a bit rambling because I never use a script, but that's the long and the short of it. And even if you're not a user of the Spruce Grove Gun Range, even if you're not from this region, it is a much bigger picture than the Spruce Grove Gun Range. It is a property use issue, and if we don't start to make up some ground and have something in the win column, nationwide, we're going to lose more and more of our rights and freedoms that we already, there's so few of already. So if you have any questions, you can phone me directly, Brad Ward. My cell phone number is 780-940-8378. The letter will be on our website, wardsauctions.com, for a download. It'll also be at the bottom of this video in the link, the description. You can have links and stuff in there. So we'll have links to whatever Mike can sort out. That's his department. So anyhow, thanks for watching. If you have questions, phone me. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but we need to raise $500,000, and we're not going to do that by sitting around talking at the kitchen table. We have to do something. So thanks for watching. Brad Ward, 780-940-8378.